Go ahead.
Pursuant to the open meeting law, any person may make an audio, video recording of this public meeting or may transmit the meeting through any medium. Attendees are therefore advised that such recordings or transmissions are being made whether perceived or unperceived by those present and are deemed acknowledgeable and permissible.
Thank you, Dan. Roll call for the meeting. Nancy Hino.
Here.
Rich Wilson.
Here.
Rich Gonzalez here. Motion passes 3-0 to open up the meeting. Time
10:03.
10:03. The meeting's open. Item number 2, invoice proof list, which is actually item number 3, I stand corrected.
Yes.
I had a chance to see it before. I'm good.
You need a motion to approve that?
Let's have one. Can I have a motion to approve the invoice
So
proof
moved.
list?
Second.
Nancy Hino.
Yes.
Rich Wilson.
Yes.
Rich Gonzalez, yes. Motion passes 3-0 to approve the invoice proof list. Item number 4, executive.
You want to go back to 2?
What about
You
the
skipped 2.
minutes?
Oh, I'm
Minutes.
sorry. Item number 2, which I skipped, approve the minutes in open and executive session for March 15, 2023. I looked at them.
Move to approve.
Second.
Roll call, Nancy Hino.
Yes.
Rich Wilson.
Yes.
Rich Gonzalez, yes. Motion passes 3-0 to approve the minutes in March 15, 2023. Now we can do item number 4. Item number 4. Can I have a motion to go into executive session to discuss abatements, exemptions per submitted list pursuant to GLC 30A, Section 21A7, GLC 59, Section 60, review ATB matters pursuant to GL 30A, Section 21A3, since discussion in public would be detrimental to the city's legal position. We will reconvene following the executive session.
Move to go into executive session.
Second.
Roll call, Nancy Hino.
Yes.
Rich Wilson.
Yes.
Rich Gonzalez, yes. Motion passes 3-0. Time
10:05.
10:05. Again, we will reconvene after the executive.
Sandra, what time do you open?
All right, may I have a motion to go back into open session?
So moved, Mr. Chair.
Second.
Roll call, Nancy Hino.
Yes.
Rich Wilson.
Yes.
Rich Gonzalez, yes. 3-0. Motion passes to go back into open. Time
10:52.
10:52. Back into open session.
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion that we approve the following fiscal '23 abatement applications. Number 22, 71, 77, 82, 83, 85, 88, 93, 95, 103, 104, 106, 107, 118, 119, 124, 128, and 131.
Second the motion.
Roll call, Nancy Hino.
Yes.
Rich Wilson. Rich Gonzalez. Motion passes 3-0 to approve the abatements read by Nancy Hino.
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion that we approve the following fiscal '23 personal property abatement number 5.
Second the motion to approve.
Nancy Hino.
Yes.
Rich Wilson.
Second.
Rich Gonzalez. Yes, motion passes 3-0 to approve the personal property which was read by Nancy Hino.
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion that we deny the following fiscal '23 abatement applications, number 25, 26, 27, 28, 79, 92, 96, 98, 99, 102, 114, 122, 125, 126, 127, 129, 130, 133, 134, 135, 136, 137, 140, 141, 142, 143, 144, and 145.
Second the motion to deny.
Nancy Hino.
Yes.
Rich Wilson.
Yes.
Rich Gonzalez. Yes. Motion passes 3-0 to deny the application numbers that were read by Nancy Hino.
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion that we deny the following 23 personal property abatement number 6.
Second the motion to deny.
Nancy Heino.
Yes.
Rich Wilson.
Yes.
Rich Gonzalez, yes. Motion passes 3-0 to deny the personal property account read by
Did we each of
Nancy
these
Heino.
Separately?
I give them all at one. Read down.
The year?
They got ATB numbers on it.
Okay. Mr. Chairman, I make a motion that we approve the following ATB settlements. ATB 136, ATB 102, 103, 164, ATB 31, ATB 64, and ATB 64.
And, Nancy, and the abatements resulting therefrom.
And the abatements resulting therefrom.
Second the motion to approve.
Nancy Heino.
Yes.
Rich Wilson.
Yes.
Rich Gonzalez, yes. Motion to approve the ATB cases read by Nancy Heino. Passes 3-0.
And Mr. Chairman, I make a motion that we approve the following fiscal '23 statutory exemptions, number 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, and 113.
Second the motion to approve.
Nancy Heino.
Yes.
Yes.
Rich Wilson.
Yes.
Rich Gonzalez, yes. Motion passes 3-0 to approve the exemptions read by Nancy Heino.
And Mr. Chairman, I make a motion that we deny the following fiscal '23 statutory exemption, number 114.
Second the motion to deny.
Nancy Heino.
Yes.
Rich Wilson.
Yes.
Rich Gonzalez, yes. Motion passes 3-0 to deny the exemption read by Nancy Heino. Nice.
That's number 5, sorry.
Okay. Item number 5, discussion and vote regarding owners unknown. This is read by Nancy. That goes to Nancy. I will look at that.
Mr. Chairman, I move that the Board of Assessors authorize the assessment of the attached parcels to owners unknown pursuant to General Law, Chapter 59, Section 11, for fiscal 2024, since, in spite of reasonably diligent efforts, the Assessor's Office has been unable to ascertain the name and respective owners of said parcel appearing as of record.
And Nancy, why don't you read the attachment, the parcel IDs?
The following owners unknown: J2415, V510, V512, V523, V526, W1561, W1576, W1577, W284, and W285.
I'm here.
Wait a second.
One
Wait a
second.
second. Wait a
One
second.
second.
So, Mr. Chairman, I've done the research on these, and as I have in the past, as of January 1st, there is nothing on record that I can find in the registry of deeds or in the probates that, in spite of reasonable efforts, that indicates that these are anything but owner unknown. Now, we have with us today Ms. Hadley, who I assume is going to want to address this, because she has informed us that Hadley Real Estate Trust is the owner of W1561, W1576, and W1577. I've previously spoken to her, and I've sent her an email about this, and what I've suggested that she do is, if she believes that that is the fact, as she apparently does, that she could do an affidavit of address and attach to the affidavit of address an affidavit explaining the basis of that and what efforts they're going through, because I think there's some probates that have to be probated. And that, based on that information coming in, I would review it with the board, and the board could decide, if possible, to do a care of for this coming fiscal year, but that we could not name her, or that you could not name her the name them the assessed owners until those steps were taken, because under Chapter 59, Section 11, it's assessed owners as of record as of January 1st. We don't normally have a process here where the public can address the board. However, I would recommend that if you do want to hear from her, that you could do so within the normal time limits that we would use, which would be 3 minutes,
Okay.
if that's okay.
Yeah, two things. What I'd like to do is, so we wrap it up, get the vote on this.
Well, no, before you do
No.
the vote, you want to hear from her.
Oh, okay, okay,
Okay, so
fine.
you have the motion pending, but before you vote, I would assume she's going to try to, and you can come up here so they can hear you, on the microphone, I suspect she's going to try to advocate that you not list these three as.
Oh, okay, okay,
So out of
gotcha.
fairness, give her a chance to make her pitch.
Yeah, and, do we need to have a vote for her
No,
to
right now,
speak?
we're in the, right
Okay,
now.
good.
Well, you would need a motion to hear her, to waive the rules and hear her.
All
Because
right.
our rules don't
Right.
provide for public input.
So can I have that motion?
To waive the
Mr. Chairman,
rules.
I'll make the motion that we waive the rules and we allow Ms. Hadley 3 minutes to address us on that matter.
Second.
Second the motion.
Roll call, Nancy Hino?
Yes.
Rich Wilson?
Yes.
Rich Gonzalez, yes. Motion passes 3-0. Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you as well. It's not owners unknown, we just
Excuse me,
discovered.
first you can state your name. your
My name
address.
is Laura Hadley. My physical address.
Whatever address you want to use.
The address for the trust is 246 Durfee Street. We discovered some property and some probate issues recently and are working our way through them. We've paid the taxes on,
Some of the taxes.
the taxes for, I believe,
You
2021.
paid a portion of the taxes on W-1561, not all the taxes.
61, 76, and 77 for 2021.
Some of the taxes.
We
were
paid all of those taxes, and then I believe they were paid again by my father. We had a cross connection, co-trustees. Anyway, they've been paid for 2021 for W-15, 61, 76, and 77. We're happy to get you the additional paperwork. It takes a little bit of time, of course, and so I'd respectfully request that we have it take care of the Hadley Family Trust, and then we can get all of the documents lined up to have the record owners be the trust.
That's it? Okay.
And
No, you get 3 minutes. I didn't know if you
Well,
wanted more time.
I mean, at
Could you
the end of
explain
the
to
day,
them-
you.
Well, let me ask you, why don't you explain to them what the process is that you think you have to go through to get it of record?
Well, it's outlining and detailing the last 350 years of history. You know,
No,
it's
no, no.
following the
Give
deed
them
chains.
specifics. So,
At this point, with 3 minutes, we are asking that we have paid the taxes for 2021. We are happy to pay all of the back taxes, and it will take some time for us to work out and resolve the specific probates and all that. And regardless, it's listed as owners unknown. We've paid the taxes, and we need to just have it resolved. And we're happy to work with you. It's not owners unknown. We've paid the taxes, and that's where we stand. Although we have not yet received, and I've requested several times, both from the assessor's office and from the Water and Sewer Department, who I understand has quite a bit of historic records, to have the property records and a number of others.
1 second, when did you request that from the assessor's office?
I didn't do a public records request.
Fine.
That I asked when I spoke with them.
So
They have
file a
not
public
gotten back.
record request, they'll
Okay.
take care of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're trying to work it out and get it all squared away. We just discovered a big mess, and frankly, we don't want to have to involve the city of Fall River. And at the same time, we need to resolve the property issues. So I respectfully request we do care of, and then we can work throughout the year to get everything buttoned up, if that's okay. That would be excellent and very much appreciated.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You done? Okay. So, bottom line is, the policy that we have used in the past, and we've had this issue pop up before, is that we have not listed care of until they have provided some documentation. It happened out in the same area of property, of land, about 5 years ago with this. And we had the people who purportedly were the owners to file paperwork with us under affidavit saying the process they were going through, what they were basing it on, and that's what you reviewed to do this. The fact that somebody pays real estate taxes does not make them the assessed owner. The law is clear on that. The law is clear also that it's got to be as of January 1st, otherwise it's a care of. This is your choice, but for my 2 cents, we have given Hadley Real Estate Trust the opportunity to provide that information. If by some chance you vote today to assess owner unknown, this doesn't become effective until July 1st with those bills, and if before that point in time they provide something that shows that, gives the board sufficient reason to name them as care of owners, we could always list them as care of owners at that point in time. It's not going to change the assessed owners. The vote today is who is the assessed owner as of January 1st. And my legal advice to you is that based on the records of the Registry of Deeds and the Registry of Probate, as of January 1st, the parcels that were listed should be listed as owner unknown.
I respectfully disagree, based on my review of the Registry of
But we
Deeds and
have asked,
probates.
and I'm not going to get
I'm
into a
an
debate
attorney as
here.
well.
I understand that, and I'm not going to get into a debate with you over this,
No, that's
but
fine.
we have asked you to produce that information.
Right, which we are happy to
And so
do and
once you
work
do
with
that,
you on.
no. Before you can work with us, you have to tell us the basis of it. And that's what I'm saying. If you do that, there is still time, even if they vote for owner unknown today, there is still time to make sure that the bills get sent care of you, which is the best that's going to happen for fiscal '24. We can't change the assessed owner for fiscal '24. We can fix the assessed owner for fiscal '25, but as of January 1st of 2023, the assessment date for fiscal '24, the owner is owner unknown, because there's nothing of record. If you want to supply stuff to us,
Yes.
to them, they will more than, look, we don't want owner unknown parcels. We would love to have somebody that we can assess and contact with regard to the parcel.
And that was
However,
what
by
you
law-
said, and that was what the assessor's office said, and we paid
However,
the taxes that were due.
there are rules and regulations and laws as to how this happens.
Yes.
To make sure that somebody is just not coming in and saying it's mine without any indicia of that. We have to abide by the rules. And that's why we're asking you for the affidavit of address and the affidavit attached to it. So that's my 2 cents on this. It's up to the board to vote what they want to do. So you
The
have a motion.
owners are not unknown.
have the
We're
own-
happy to work with you and provide the documentation. This issue just arose.
You have a motion, and we need a second, and then you can vote.
Okay. Dick, again, can you give us a second?
Yes.
Okay.
Do we have the motion?
Yes, Nancy made it.
What I read.
Second the motion.
I mean, if you're not comfortable, we can read the motion again.
Fine.
Want to do it? Why don't we
It doesn't do any harm to do care of at this point. Because we have already paid the taxes. It's been
Right.
This isn't a
accepted.
vote as to whether it's care of or not. This is the assessed owners.
The assessed owner, I've already provided you the book and page
No.
numbers.
Let them do that.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I
you're
appreciate your time.
misunderstanding.
Not a problem.
Mr. Chairman, I move that the Board of Assessors authorize the assessment of the attached parcels to owners unknown pursuant to General Law 59, Section 11 for fiscal year 2024, since in spite of reasonably diligent efforts, the Assessor's Office has been unable to ascertain the name of respective owners of said parcels appearing as of yet.
Second the
That's
motion.
incorrect.
Roll call. Nancy Heino,
Yes.
Rich Wilson, Rich Gonzalez, yes. Motion passes 3-0 to approve what was read by
Do we all sign it?
Nancy Heino.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you also litigation counsel?
Pardon?
Are you also litigation counsel?
Yeah, but wait, stick around, I want to talk to you, okay?
I-
Don't go anywhere.
All right.
I don't have a lot of time for this.
All other relevant business not known 48 hours in advance?
No.
Is there any? Nope. Schedule of the next meeting, Dan?
So, I just found out that Sandra's having.
that's fine.
You sure? You gonna?
Yep.
Okay. So the next meeting we were gonna schedule was the 12th, but she's having surgery that day?
Oh.
It's fine.
Sure. You gonna reschedule?
So-
All right.
So, when's our meeting, the 12th?
You gonna reschedule?
Is it rescheduled, because it
It's
is?
simple, it's simple.
Oh,
Silly.
all right,
No, it's fine.
all right. Next scheduled meeting is the 12th,
12th.
April 12th.
Can we possibly, I have an 8 o'clock meeting, could we make it 10:30?
That's not a problem.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, not a
Better for
problem,
us.
I should be
not a
done.
problem. The 12th, 10:30. Okay,
You lucked out, I've got surgery the 13th, that's surgery week.
all right,
Oh,
well,
my goodness, you guys
and then,
are falling
and
in
then
line.
I'll be,
Thank you for your time. Speak with you soon.
Thank you, Mark.
we're on. Can I have a motion?
Who do you go to? Don't tell me.
Nancy, we're on TV.
No, I go.
Can I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Second? All in favor? Aye. Time?
11:11.
11:11. Adjourned. Matt?
I go.